Taking a look at the satellite image from last evening, a complex of showers and thunderstorms over the Ohio Valley, over the Plain States, and over Texas, with this storm system that continues to produce some scattered, sporadic severe weather across the area. Watch warning map from around midnight last night. Severe thunderstorm watch in Nebraska, another one south of us over Missouri and Illinois, a flash flood watch at the time in effect around the eastern part of the state and over the Ohio Valley as well. QPF chart precipitation through Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock continues to show decent amounts of rain across the northern and eastern counties of the state, but we've been seeing this the last couple of days and it hasn't panned out, so we'll see if this continues. Here's the severe weather threat for today and tonight. A slight risk of severe weather for most of the state except the far eastern counties. This extends westward into South Dakota and Nebraska and southern Minnesota. The tornado outlook for today and tonight. The better chances in the yellow in areas of the Siouxland and into northeastern Nebraska, and lesser chances surrounding that further to the east and south. Here's the damaging wind outlook. The better chances of this will be from about Sioux Falls to Norfolk, Nebraska, eastward to Interstate 35, and remaining north of about Interstate 80, likely with gusty winds. And the large hail outlook, well, the better chances will be in the Siouxland and in adjacent South Dakota, Nebraska, with some of the hail could be quite large, maybe upwards of golf ball to maybe baseballs. Here's the severe weather outlook for Sunday. A slight risk of severe weather extends from Indiana, Illinois, the far eastern counties of Iowa, southwestward to Missouri and Oklahoma, including areas like Chicago, St. Louis, Tulsa, and Oklahoma City. And the threat is, well, minimal at best, but some of the storms could be significant, especially just to our south and east of the state, down through Illinois, Missouri, and into Oklahoma. So let's take a look at some parameters. This is the STP, significant tornado parameter. At 10 p.m. this evening, it's still showing some very decent values across South Dakota and into northwestern Iowa. And here's the supercell potential. This is at the same time, 10 p.m. this evening. Very high over South Dakota, Minnesota, and adjacent northwestern Iowa. So that's where the significant severe weather is likely going to be later today and tonight. And the Craven-Brooks Index at 10 p.m. this evening, still very high over southeastern South Dakota, northeast Nebraska, and northwestern Iowa, west of Highway 169 and north of Highway 30. Here's the Cape values. This is off the NAM. This is at 7 p.m. this evening. Cape values anywhere around 4,000 joules in the southwestern counties to 2,000 over the northwest and into the eastern counties. Here's the capping layer. The NAM shows that it looks like there'll be no cap. But the NAM hasn't been doing a really good job with the capping layer. And we're going to kind of throw this out and go with this one. This is the GFS. The Cape values at surface based at 7 p.m. this evening. Cape values a bit lower, especially in the northeast where there could be, or is likely going to be, an easterly wind bringing lake modified air in. And your capping layer here is much stronger. Still weak to moderate, and in some places could be strong, especially in areas that will get an east wind off the Great Lakes, like what happened yesterday. Let's take a look at it. 0Z GFS Model Run. This too is at 7 p.m. this evening. We have some energy over Montana into Wyoming that could be producing some snow in the higher elevations there, and some showers and thunderstorms around here. This looks to be a Saturday late afternoon in the northwestern counties to evening and overnight over the rest of the state. And then Sunday looks to be just plain nasty. Showers, thunderstorms developing over the eastern counties and then quickly moving into Illinois and Missouri. And by Monday, could see a few isolated showers. But temperatures will cool off after highs in the 80s. The hot, humid weather of summertime will be replaced by May-like 60s. And Tuesday still could see maybe a few wraparound showers over northeastern Iowa and into Wisconsin. Otherwise, it'll be mainly partly to mostly sunny, and it'll be almost completely sunny by Wednesday, and temperatures will be warming up a little bit by that point, back into the lower 70s and maybe some mid 70s by Thursday, with the winds turning around to the south ahead of another system coming in from the west. Nothing like the ones we've been seeing lately. This moves into the state here Friday. Some showers, maybe an isolated storm, but all the energy with this system is way to our north, and any severe weather that may develop will be way to our south. A week from now, we could see some stuff going on with a ridge over the west and a trough over the area, with some showers possible here Saturday night into Sunday, mainly over the deep south at that point. A couple days later, on May the 14th, a big upper level low comes dropping in from Canada with a ridge building up over the west. And with that, temperatures will cool off, and we could see a cold rain, if this is right, early the week of the after Mother's Day, with temperatures possibly in the 60s, maybe even cooler. A couple of days later, at the end of the forecast, on May the 20th, a bit of a trough over the northwest, some energy over the Great Lakes, a ridge over the Plains and Rockies, and with that, some showers, maybe a thunderstorm. But the models have been a bit wide-ranging out this far, so there's no concrete clue on what could happen this far out. Thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast video. We'll have another one on Sunday.